Alright, everybody, welcome back. This is Phillip, aka Elf, for episode 4. Yeah, 4 of the SkyBlock series. And just as I promised in the last episode, today we'll be making our first mob spawner grinder, kind of. I did a little bit of research on the cow spawner that we picked up, and we honestly couldn't have picked a harder one because since it's a passive mob, they have their own set of rules, so it's not like making a skeleton spawner or a zombie spawner and just turning it into a grinder really quick and making them fall and having the water and all the normal stuff. With the passive mobs, you can't really have the funnel water that you're used to with hostile mobs, because the grass for cows has to be untouched. You can't have water flowing across it, otherwise they won't spawn. So eventually we will turn this into a cow collector grinder-y thingy. But for right now, we're just going to try to get it to work. Which means we're going to build it, and we're going to make sure it's lit up enough, and we're going to keep them in a pen so we can come in and beat them up. Because it spawns up to 6 in a 9x9 square. So let's get started. I went ahead and spent a little bit of our money that was left over and picked up some grass, because you have to have grass for cows. I'm going to go ahead and put this all the way around. Alright, and from what I was seeing, I can either place it in the ground or I can place it one above the ground. So we're actually going to do floating and place it so it's one above the ground. Let me go ahead and go grab it real quick, because just to make sure I didn't place it down by accident, because I don't have a silk pickaxe yet, I wanted to keep it hidden. We can go ahead and pop that open, throw our grass blocks in there, we don't need any more. Not fall off the edge. And take our mob spawner and place it there. And of course we actually do need more grass. We need 1, because I didn't even think about it. 1. Alright. Take that, place that down. Alright, now I need to grab some torches. There we go. And it was saying that for cows to spawn, you have to have a light minimum of 9. And I believe that literally just 1 in each corner gives us a light of 9, even in the dark. Let's go ahead and check. Light 15. Alright. And luckily we're in a plains biome, so we don't have to worry about being in a desert and them not spawning ever. And theoretically this will work. And that would be really, really nice, because then we could start, just sitting here and letting them spawn. Maybe. possibly. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-ish. Are we spinning any faster? Looks like it. Alright, I'll get back to you when I see if we get our first set of spawn. I'm back. Still having some issues with the cow spawner. I mean, I've done a little bit more research on it, and it's down there, and it's spinning pretty good. And I'm outside of the height restriction to get them to spawn, and it's not working. So we might end up calling this one a wash. I ended up building like a great big observation deck just to see. And one thing that I did want to mention though is while I was doing all this off camera, we actually had one guy. Let's see if I can find his name real quick. Scrolling. They reset chat. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and I'll throw his in-game name down in the description. But he actually, I asked a question in chat about the spawners, and he answered it and said he was pretty sure they fixed it, but he wasn't sure about the specifics as to what was required. And, you know, asked why I started with a cow spawner since they're such a pain to do. And I told him that I was recording for you guys, and he said, oh, wow, cool. And so he actually made a donation of $300,000 for us to play with. I mean, he's been on the server for a long time, I guess, and he's got just millions. And he gave us $300,000. And I thought that was amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and throw his name down in the description. Go ahead, and if you guys see him, say hi to him. I mean, as far as I'm aware, he doesn't have a channel, and I know he doesn't have a Twitter because he said that he didn't. But at least if you see him in one of the random matches, or if you come join this server, and you see him around, say hi, say you saw him through the channel, and, you know, it's really cool. You know, he's been around for a while, he's got a little bit of money, and, you know, he's not just, like, hogging it. I mean, even though he worked for it, I mean, he can hog it if he wants to. I mean, more power to him. But he actually went out of his way and shared it with us, came to the island, looked around a little bit, said the setup for the cow spawner looked pretty decent. I mean, he really liked this, but you guys do too. I mean, this the episode where we did this is one of the best ones that I have on the channel so far. And found out after the last episode that due to the lag issues and people trying to hack this server repeatedly, the redstone counters are actually getting messed up. So I can start this, and it works for anywhere between 30 seconds and a minute, and then either lag or a reset will actually deactivate it. So we can come down here and we can knock out, you know, a couple rows, which is actually better than what we were doing with the standalone one. So this is still better than what we had. It's just not as cool as it can be. So but see, it still goes in pretty good, and then there is when it finally died. But we still get a decent chunk, so it's not a wash. It's still actually really doing really good for us. Alright, but, you know, he donated $300,000. So, I think that we're going to go get a skeleton spawner. Because those we know how to make. We know how to make skeleton mob spawners, and we know exactly you can always have them washed down, and then we'll be good. And so I think that we're going to go ahead and do that. And I think I might actually use the observation deck as the market point for that. I'll build it out over here, over like where the nether portal is. But I think I might actually save that for the next episode. I think what I want to do on this one, which is kind of stupid, but I want to give you guys a little bit of a taste for it, is we're actually going to pull out all of this and this. We're going to go jump into PvP. Just because. And I know that I'm going to die. You know that I'm going to die. We all know that I'm going to die. And I apparently don't have a sword anymore. Maybe? Nope, no longer have a sword. Huh. Well, we definitely have enough diamond. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and grab out a stick. And we're going to go ahead and just make ourselves a diamond sword. We're going to go ahead and put away our diamond pickaxe, torches. I don't really feel like dealing with them. Alright. Doot. And we actually have prot 1 and unbreaking, and prot 1. And 1 golden apple, a little bit of food. Pull out our enchanting table, pull out our anvil. Alright. So it's power, protection. Alright, so we have a sharpness book. Let's go ahead and place this down. Grab out some lapis because, you know, we're never, ever going to run out of it. I can sell it by the stacks for about 10,000, between 8 and 10,000 on a good day. Alright, unbreaking, sharpness 1. What can we get in the book? Prot, sharpness 1. Take that. Now we have sharpness 2. Put this up here. Smite, sharpness 1. Power, efficiency. We'll put this on here. Go ahead and give it Smite 1. Throw a book up there. Efficiency and power. Oh, well, that doesn't really help us. We'll go ahead, do a 1 drop for efficiency. Toss that book over here. Protection. Do this one. Don't have much choice. Pop on here. Protection, sharpness. So now we have sharpness 1. Aqua affinity. Well, we kind of have to do that one. Just do the cheap ones. Power, cheap power. What do we got? Protection, sharpness. There we go. 4 sharpness, which should give us sharpness 3, I believe, if we have enough to do it. Sharp 2, sharp 2, sharp 3, smite, sharp. What? No! That doesn't do it. Alright, we are definitely making ourselves another diamond sword. And we're going to take this and we're going to go 1, 2. Ah, stuck on the anvil. How many times can you say that in your life? Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I don't know, I just got stuck on the anvil. We're going to pop you up there, pop you in there. You got sharpness 3. Let's go ahead, sharpness 3, smite, and that just gives, for some reason, smite just isn't working right now. Alright, so we're going to take this efficiency, power, that can go under the power, projectile, nope, aqua affinity. Alright, so these are our other books at the moment. Well, that's protection 2, so we can put our protection 1 underneath that. Alright, and let's put, since I'm pretty sure we're going to die, let's see if we can get 1 kill. We'll take the sharpness 3 with us. It wasn't too bad to make. Go ahead and put the rest of our lapis up, because in the PvP here, if you go down, and you lose all the stuff that is on you. And I am okay with losing everything that is on us at the moment. So let's go ahead. See if warp PvP works. There we go. Pull this out. PvP is enabled below. Woohoo, we got one! And we got his head. Anyone else around? Alright. Alright, made it into crates. And I think that's going to do it. We actually got Ollie123's head. Shout out to Ollie. I'm holding your head. I do like his skin. So let's go ahead and warp back to the island. And let's find somewhere to hang this up. I think that Mr. Ollie has given us one last thing to do. And that is make a wall. And right now we have a bunch of stone. And I think that we're going to put it over here. Best place I can think of at the moment. Alright, let's go ahead. We'll put it right here. Once we do a little bit more grinding and stuff, I might make a wall out of diamond blocks or something and use that for our head display. I think that might be cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Alright. Our first head. We'll put you right here. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and stand here next to Ollie as we say goodbye. And that is good. We now have 1 kill. I mean, we're going to start working on the other stuff. I'm going to go ahead and get the other spawner, get the basics of it figured out, make sure they're all working. And I'm going to go ahead for the next episode and do our mob grinder with hostile mobs, and we're going to go ahead and do the skeleton so we can get the bone meal and arrows, and that'll help us out if we decide to go back into PvP. But until then, later.